Welcome to the 2017-2018 NBA preview. My name is Josh, your Envyerz. Today we are covering the 27th ranked team in the series, the Phoenix Suns. Huge inspiration from Grantland like usual. This series is based off that, along with the regular season of this upcoming season. This isn't looking towards the NBA playoffs or who's going to win a championship. This is just based on record. So if we take a look at last year's record of the Phoenix Suns, they were the second worst team in the NBA and the first worst team in the Western Conference, only winning 24 games. This is partially due to the fact that Eric Bledsoe got injured. He was doing solid when he was being able to play. Brandon Knight was injured. He wasn't doing solid when he had a chance to play. He had a better year last year in my opinion, and he definitely needs to be traded off from this Phoenix Suns team because his career doesn't look to be going anywhere. He had a nice run with the Milwaukee Bucks, but unfortunately, I don't think a team is going to give him that chance to be that starting point guard unless he goes to a really bad team that needs a point guard. But right now, what really bad team needs a point guard? Maybe the Bucks again? Even though if the Bucks aren't really that bad, but he did nice with the Bucks, maybe the Bucks would want him. Because of these injuries, the Phoenix Suns also shut down guys like Tyson Chandler during the end of the season to let the young guys play. And if they would have wanted to, they could have probably won a few more games if they played their older veterans. But they wanted to give the young guys experience. And Tyler Ulis definitely showed out. Allen Williams showed that he's worth the contract in the NBA, I guess, considering the Phoenix Suns did sign him this offseason. And Devin Booker, he dropped 70 points last year. So that was kind of crazy. Still lost. But hey, dropping 70 points is it's a pretty big accomplishment if I do say so myself. They did improve this year, but at the same time they didn't because there was a lot of rumors about Brandon Knight and Eric Bledsoe trading either one of them away. And now that Brandon Knight's hurt, he has no trade value whatsoever. They can't trade him away. Now they're in this weird position where they're the same team as last year, but with younger talent. And younger talent doesn't always translate into more wins. So it's tough being the Phoenix Suns right now, but eventually it's going to get better. It's going to get better. So let's take a look at the offseason moves the Phoenix Suns did to try to improve this season. They improved a little bit, not by much though.
Here's the offseason moves. Teams like the Phoenix Suns really make me question, why do I put so much time and effort into this? I filled out a slide with literally almost nothing on it. They did draft players, like I said. Josh Jackson is the key guy here. The rest of the guys, I'm not sure. The 34th and 54th pick, who knows if they're going to be producing this season? Maybe, because this roster is looking kind of thin. They waived Leandro Barbosa. Alex Len's a restricted free agent still. Hopefully he comes back to this Phoenix Suns team. And obviously, Brandon Knight being hurt is a major loss for them because he was around a lot of the trade rumors for this Phoenix Suns team. And it's going to be kind of hard to trade him because he's hurt and he's out for the season. They signed no free agents, so what they did acquire was hope for being better next year. So let's move on to the rotation. The projected starting five looks like Chandler at center, Marquise Chris, TJ Warren, Devin Booker, and Eric Bledsoe. That's a pretty solid starting five. They got a pretty young bench. Like I said earlier, Alex Len is a restricted free agent, still hasn't signed with the team. So we don't even have him on here, but we got Allen Williams, Dragon Bender, Derrick Jones, Josh Jackson, and Tyler Ulis. Solid young guys.
So pretty identical team from last year. If you're an identical team that didn't win a lot, you're going to have an identical record in my opinion. So my question to the Phoenix Suns is, how many games is Eric Bledsoe going to play this season? Hopefully he doesn't get injured. Also, will they be a better team offensively? They were the worst jump shooting team last year. Their field goal percentage from outside the paint last year was 49%. That's 30th ranked in the league. On the bright side, they do have a guy like Devin Booker who's a lights out shooter or looks to become that. But unfortunately, other guys that they drafted like Josh Jackson, he's not really known for shooting.
And to be quite honest, besides Devin Booker, I'm looking at the rotation as a whole and their roster. I don't see one in particular player that is a lights out shooter. Unless one of these rookies can shoot the basketball like crazy. They're on pace to being the same team they were last year. They only won 24 games last year. Mind you, they did have injuries. I know people are going to tell me, well, so-and-so was hurt. Yeah, that's true. They did have injuries during the season, but now they even have more injuries to start the season. It's not a good look, really, but the Phoenix Suns are still in rebuilding mode. There's possible rumors of landing Kyrie Irving, so if they're able to do that, obviously they're going to skyrocket up. But as of right now, the time of this recording, they do not have Kyrie Irving. They're the same team as last year, so I give them possibly 3 to 4 more wins than they had last year. So 27, 28 wins tops. Maybe a little bit more depending on how many games Eric Bledsoe plays. Like I said, past 2 seasons hasn't really been well for him with his health. Injuries have, been plaguing him the past 2 years. 2 years ago, he went 31 games played, and then last year he went 66. So if he could play maybe 75, I know that's a lot, especially in today's NBA, but more than 66. They improved, but this season it was definitely some baby steps taken.
So with that said, do you agree? Do you disagree with my opinion on the Phoenix Suns? Do you feel like they'll be higher or lower, even without guys like Jared Dudley to tip off, Brandon Knight as well? Let me know in the comment section below. Leave a like on this video if you did enjoy. These videos do take a long time to make. It'd be greatly appreciated if you shared it around any social media as well.
Before you go, check out some of these videos on screen right now. They're previous episodes of the NBA preview. The link is in the description for the playlist if in case you want to binge watch this series. I don't blame you. Along with the link to my Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at Envyerz if you want to talk about the NBA preview or anything else. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.